Let's jump right into it. So I'm going to start by opening up my Safari app and typing in pastel rainbow background. And I'm going to keep scrolling until I find one that I like. After I find the ones that I like, I go ahead and save it to my phone. Once I'm done, I go ahead and open my PixArt app. And you can see right there, I have all the backgrounds that I chose. I picked the one in the center because I like the dimensions. And then I opened the tab on the bottom left that says crop. And in that they have options for Instagram, so Insta Story, Insta Portrait, and the regular square. So I go ahead and choose the one that I like. So I chose Insta Portrait just because it would give me a little bit more space to work with, and I go ahead and save it. Then I go back to my photos and I choose a photo because I want to add that to the flyer. And then on the bottom right, I click the cutout tab and I press the left button that looks like somebody's silhouette. And it normally just crops out your body. But then on the top right hand corner, you see there's a little bit more red because it didn't know where my hair stopped or started. And then I go back and click the eraser tool, and then I zoom in and start to erase all alongside where it's like showing my background and doesn't stop at my hair. When I do this, sometimes I use a stylus. In this case I did, but sometimes I don't have a stylus and I just use my finger. So right there, I didn't know how to really cut that off, so I kind of left it like oddly shaped, and as you can see, it looks kind of weird. So I went back and opened it up again and erased that little top half so that it could smooth out. Much better. Once I'm done, I go ahead and save it. Then I press the button on the top left hand corner to start back at the beginning. I open up that background that I already shaped for Instagram. And then I press the sticker button on the bottom right hand side and I start to type in spring because we're in spring and I thought that I should add some spring like elements. I saw those cute little butterflies and so I add them. On the bottom, I click the text button and I start to type in the word special because I am making a flyer for a special. And then I go through and try to find which font I like, stroke and color and all of those things. The quarantine on the top is also a sticker, but I ended up not using it because I decided that I would just make my own. It was just a little oddly shaped for the design concept that I was going for. Back in the stickers tab, I type in the word gold frame and I start to look for a frame to use as a border for the video that I'm going to place in between. Once I'm done doing that, I add another like rainbow background that I had chose of the 3 that I did choose, and then I start to type in the word book your appointment and I go ahead and find the size and shape and adjust it in the way in which I think it should go and how I'd like it. So in the stickers tab, there's a place where you could have your own personal stickers there so that you can use over again, and in there I have a logo that I made. After I'm done adjusting the logo, I go ahead and pick that picture that we cropped me out of and made it so that I don't have a background so that I could add it to any flyer or any design that I want. And I go ahead and place that where I want it and adjust it. And then I put the butterflies around my face just to add some depth and dimension and something cute to the special that I'm offering. And as you can see on the top where the word quarantine is, that's how I changed it. So instead of using that other quarantine, I went ahead and changed it and put the rainbow background on it. Right here, I'm adjusting the frame so that it could fit flush with the words, and I go ahead and tweak the flyer up. Down at the bottom in the text, I start to add more text so that I could give more information as to what special I am offering. So I put small box braids. I do a lot of braids, and I go ahead and, find the font that I like and adjust it and place it where I want it to go. So I go ahead and open up where it says color, and then instead of choosing one of those colors, I go ahead and click texture, and then I click the one that looks like a photo, and then I add the picture from my saved pictures to change the background. I didn't like that one, so I ended up changing it to a gold background, and that's how I also changed the quarantine word. In the sticker tab, I type in the word circle, and I found the spotlight, so I put that behind that amount just so that it could pop out a little more. And I add that gold background like I first told you I did. And just to make it pop a bit more, I go ahead and add a shadow on it. I go ahead and open up my Instagram just to make sure that everything is spelled completely the same. I type in my @name from the text tab, and then I go ahead and adjust it because I want to put my Instagram so that people could see my work. And then I add like a little gold and rainbow background to it just so that it could pop and so that it could be seen. When I'm all happy with the outcome, I go ahead and save it because we have to move on to the next step. Here's the video that I'm going to add, just showing you a clip of the video that I want to add to it. From the home screen, I go ahead and I open up CapCut Pro and I start a new movie, and I'm calling it Video Flyer 2 because I did one already, the last one that I posted. If you want to watch that video, it's gonna be in the description bar. So I go ahead and open a new one, and I changed the setting from HD to square because I wanted to be in the shape of a square because Instagram posts are in a square. And then I press the plus button, and then I click photo, and I add the photo of the flyer which I made. Once I do that, I double click the flyer, and then I duplicate it a few times because by doing that, I turn it from just a photo to a video. When I'm done duplicating it a few times, a second plus pops up and I click that, and then I click video, and then I click my flyer video and I add it. As you can see, the flyer is a little too big. The video is a little too big for the flyer. So with that being done, I double click it, and those little tabs in the corner, those squares, you can adjust it and make it smaller and move it around. So I go ahead and play with it, adjust it, and make it so that it fits into that gold frame. And that's how I make a moving flyer, where it's a standstill flyer, but there's movement inside by the video, which is added. When I'm satisfied with the outlook, I go ahead and save it on the highest quality. And here's the final product. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love, my Cashmere babes.